Hello guys, welcome back to another video with InfoSec Pat. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is Kali Linux 2021.1. It's a brand new release from Kali OffSec Security. So if you guys aren't familiar with Kali Linux, it's a distribution for penetration testing or ethical hacking. There's a massive amount of tools that are embedded, pre-installed, so it's awesome. So I just saw that they released a new version, so I figured I'd make a video while I install it to let the world know that it's out there. All right, so as we see here, it's the most advanced penetration distribution. So all you have to do is go to kali.org, click download, and then here we go. Delayed, whoops, that's fine. We'll read that in a second. What I did, I downloaded the installer, the ISO. I have it right in my downloads, so I already have it here. You see it right here, I already have it. So let's move that to the side for now. And you can download the VMware Workstation version or the VirtualBox, so you can just go to Offensive Security VM download page, and you can download it right here, okay? So if we look at some of the release notes, let's bring this in a little bit. And we can see that there's some new tools. Let's just go down a little bit. And we'll check this out, terminal tweaks. So it looks like they did some terminal tweaks in here with fetch and finding commands that didn't want to be found. I guess they did some git leaks. There's some stuff out here you can just read. And I know that they put, here we go, some new tools. So Armageddon is to audit wireless networks. I have a little wireless card right here that you can put in promiscuous mode and all this stuff. So I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna test that out. I don't think I'm gonna do it in this video, but you can definitely, you need a wireless card that supports monitor mode to ingest those packets, okay? You can't just use your embedded wireless that you have on your laptop or your desktop unless it supports monitoring mode. All right, so there's some cool new tools. We can check out a few of these. Maybe if there's not too much, I don't want to make the video too long, but we have PSK Cracker or PS Cracker. Let's check this out. This looks pretty interesting. Guess not much. Let's see the binary. I guess this is not much on that. So let's just go back here. We'll check it out once it's installed. So there's a few other ones, DNS generation, combination of domain names. All right, enough talking. So let's go ahead and open up our VirtualBox. We can start a new virtual machine, and we're gonna do Kali Linux 2021.1. Okay. This is where I want to put the VM. That should be perfectly fine. It's Linux, and I can do Debian 64-bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit next. I'm going to assign, I'll assign 8 gigs of RAM for it. I'll create a new virtual disk. VDI is perfectly fine with me. Dynamically allocated is cool with me as well. And for the disk size, I'll make it a little bigger than that. I'll put 60 gigs is fine. Okay, let's create that. And before I want to go ahead and make some changes to the settings. I want to put this bi-directional so I can copy and paste between my host and my VM. And I want to make this 2 CPUs. I have 24 CPUs in my machine. So I'm going to upgrade the video. Let's see what else I can do here. Audio, network. I want to do network on my InfoSec Pat network. And that should be all good. Okay, let's double click on it. And it's going to ask us to navigate to our drive, the ISO image, so we can mount that. So let's go to downloads. It brought me right here. So this is the download, and let's hit start. I am running a little older version on this one, but it's all good. So we're going to do the graphical install. All right, so let's give that a few moments to boot. All right, so we're gonna do English, not Chinese. I do know some Chinese, actually, some Mandarin, but we're gonna do English in this video. Let's go ahead and hit United States, American English, and let that go on its merry way. And we can definitely test all the connection. We'll boot another machine up, make sure, and or we can just make sure this can get out to the internet, which I'm sure it will. Let's just minimize that. While this is doing its thing, let's go back to our Kali site. Let's see what else is on here. Let's see if we can do this. I have an idea. There we go. Kali, we can do Kali-2021. That should be fine. Hit continue, no domain name. And a user account. All right. Instead of a root account. All right, so I'm gonna put Pat. That should be perfectly fine. And Pat is fine. And then my fancy password. All right. Let's hit continue. Eastern time, that's where I am. I am on the East Coast. Detected disk is probably going to detect our 60 gig drive that we just created, and guided use entire disk is fine. Hit next. This is the 6. I thought it was 60, but whatever, 65, whatever it reads, and this is all fine. You can leave everything as default, and finish partitioning and write the changes to the drive. Make changes. Yes, I would like to. And let's go ahead and go back to the Kali. So what's new in Kali? We checked out some stuff here, happy hacking, and the Kali's website. Let's see what else is. We finally moved away from WordPress to Hugo. All right, that's pretty cool. I guess they were on WordPress sites before, which I never really knew. Kali NetHunter updates. So if you're using NetHunter, here goes some updates for you, which is pretty cool. I never really use this, but it's cool if you do. And speaking of developers, tools have been updated to the latest and greatest, whatever, the modern looking rubber ducky editor. And I'm guessing this looks like NetHunter. Let's see what this is. Doesn't do anything. Nope. And Kali ARM updates. So if you're using ARM for your install, like Apple and so on and so forth. So I'm guessing Apple has released new Macs with their own processors, the Apple M1. So I guess now we can install it on that. I know a coworker was having some problems installing some stuff on his new Mac, but hopefully that's it. If I see a second, okay, David Bumble, he's an awesome guy. Let's see what he got. All right, that's just his Twitter. Let's go back. And he has put a video. Let's see the video here. Is it on 2021?
Florida homeowners, if you have a power meter like this on the side of your...
Whoop. We'll check that out later. All right, so, and download. This is the download. This is what we just did. Seasoned Kali Linux users are already aware of this, blah, blah, blah. So, existing installs if you already have Kali installed. All right, so let's go back here for a second to our Kali machine. So at the moment, only the core of the system is installed. The default section below will install the Kali Linux with this stuff, with the standard desktop environment and the default tools. This is, let's see, no, Kali Linux desktop. That should be all. Actually, I want to install Rome as well. This should all be good to go. Hit continue. So that's going to do its updates. All right, let's continue here. You should know blah blah blah. So I'm guessing you can obviously, if this is a command that you can just see to verify the operating system. Also, you can do cat that as well, and uname V for version. But you can do a uname space -a for all, and you can see the whole shebang. Okay. All right, so I think that should be it. Let's go to dark mode. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so configuring GDM3, a display manager's program. That's all good. Let's just hit continue. I mean, this is the first time I'm installing this as well, so I haven't played with this, so this is going to be new for me as well. And I was going to install it without making the video, but I'm like, let's just make a quick video about installing the new Kali, see what it's all about. And let's see any other cool things. Let's go back to the Kali website directly, and let's see what they have. Documentation. Introduction to Kali Linux, the installation. Let's see the intro. What is Kali? What's different about Kali? This is all some other cool stuff, I guess. Kali Undercover. This is pretty cool. So you can make it look like Windows 10. That was pretty cool when they introduced that. And let's see what else. That's pretty much it over there. Let's see what else they got here. Installation, virtualization. This is pretty much installing VMware on Kali, installing VirtualBox on Kali, installing Kali inside VMware, Kali inside VirtualBox. So this is what we're doing. We're installing Kali Linux inside VirtualBox. So let's see what this has to. This is going to give us the walkthrough of getting this up and running. And pretty much what we did, and they're recommending 2 gigs of RAM. It all depends on how much resources you have, to be honest. And then see what else is happening here. VDI, this is pretty much what we just went through. 80 gigs, obviously I just put 60. And then bi-directional. It's so funny. They almost put identical, and I never even seen this. So I didn't make. I gave it more RAM, and the motherboard, hard drive on top. I don't think I didn't make those changes. Enable PAE and NX. I don't know if I. Let's see. Interesting. No, I didn't do that. Maybe I'll do that when it's done. And then let's see what else we have here. 128 gigs for memory. And then power it up. And then pretty much go through its install like we're doing here. And that's about it. So during the install setup, the install wizard to detect if the inside of the VM and automatically install any additional tools such as VMware Workstation. VirtualBox Guest X11 to give you a better user experience. And I was in a hope that it did this, because sometimes when you have to go out and install the setup for the additional tools to make it operate correctly, it's a real pain in the neck. But yeah, that's that. Let's see what else is crack-a-lacking in here. Converting VMX to an OVA, that looks pretty interesting. So in order to, we use Org tool. Let's see, what's this? I know this is not really a, I know what the OVF stands for. I guess this is a tool to really, transfer or move data, move VMs around. Interesting. That's it, OVA, okay. So let's, I guess we'll give this a few minutes to do its thing, and we'll resume once this is going to the next section. All right. So let's continue with the installation. So we're going to install the bootloader. Yes, that's be perfectly fine. And going ahead and doing it on the drive, and we'll continue. And during that little break, or during this little thing, I'm testing out a new wireless card that I got. Hopefully it'll work, and so I can start doing some videos on wireless pen testing. But we'll see. We'll see if it actually works. And I was actually showing someone a few things on that box. We'll see. Hopefully it'll work, and I can get some cool videos out there for everyone on some different topics. And if you guys, another thing I totally forgot, if you guys want any InfoSec merchandise, check out My Hacker Tech. I want to put the link in the description, and you can use the InfoSec Pat for the coupon code. So pretty much, it's not a sponsor or anything like that. I'm not sponsored by them, but you can get a discount if you use my coupon. It's InfoSec Pat, but I'll put everything down in the description. So check them out. They're actually really cool. All right, so the installation is complete. We'll go ahead and hit continue. And then we can go ahead and remove the media, or not. We'll just let it do its thing. Let's make this bigger now. See if we can see if it'll go full screen once it boots. And one thing I totally forgot, I was so thirsty, once we stopped that, I was working on this wireless stuff to get this wireless card installed. Of course, my Alpha blew up, but I want to get a new Alpha card. Alphas are really good. But we'll see. We'll see. And I want to get into some cool wireless stuff. I enjoy wireless. And now with the new Kali, they said it has some cool new tools for wireless. As we've seen here, if we go back to, let's just make this bigger now while that one's booting. Let's see, courses, the OSCP. This is I want to see how the new one is. I heard they have a new course for it. So I guess it's called the Pen 200. It is a 24-hour exam. You learn fundamental pen testing. You get to practice in a virtual lab, and then you become a OSCP. I was just on a live stream talking about VMware, and I don't know why I had that in my head. But this is pretty awesome. If you guys want to get some hands-on experience in a certification that's recognized to get doors open. Yeah, there's the CEH, the Certified Ethical Hacker, but OSCP is definitely a good one. All right, cool. So now let's log in with Pat and my fancy password. And let's see if it goes full screen once it's logged in. We'll give this a moment. Oh, looks like it did. We'll see. Yeah, cool. Let's go full screen, baby. Full screen mode. Awesome. This looks sweet. Change the background though. See what other cool backgrounds they have. Let's do, I don't know, I always like this one. The quieter you become, the more you will be able to hear. So let's see. See what they have to offer. Let's do a uname-a. We can see everything in here, and then we can cat etc. Whoop, and then OS release. And then we can see it's 2020.1. This is awesome. And let's see if we can make that bigger. There we go. See if we can clear this out. Let's do a quick if config. All right, I'm on that network. This is my InfoSec Pat network. Make sure I can ping out to the internet. There we go. It's all good. All right, so that's pretty cool. And let's see what else they got to offer. What's happening? How come? All right, so let's see. They have autopsy. This is a cool one when you do forensics. Some cool forensic tools. I want to see if, let me actually go back to the desktop. I want to go to applications. And it pretty much gives you, like, in the phases of hacking, information gathering, vulnerability assessments, web pen testing, database assessments like SQL mapping, password attacks, John the Ripper, Hashcat, reverse wireless attacks. So they have Wi-Fi now. Wi-Fi used to be pre-installed with Parrot OS. So that's pretty cool. Exploitation tools, Metasploit. Let's see what, I think they're up to Metasploit 6. Let's see what they're running here. Let that bad boy start. See if it runs. Like, this is all new for me. I haven't played with this yet, so you see the first glimpse is same as me. So we'll give this a few seconds to start. And hurry up. Here we go, yeah, Metasploit 6. Let's search for, I don't know. Let's see Windows Server 2019. See if there's any exploits for that. Whoop, there is. We can also do search exploit, Server 2019. See if there's anything out there for Server 2019. So we can see what's out there. This is pretty much like the exploit DB. But that's pretty much it. This is just an installation video. So obviously if you want to do updates, we can do sudo apt-get update to see if there's any updates out there. But I'm sure it did all the updates that it needed. So I'm sure this will be good to go. Yeah, it's all done. So until next time, please like, subscribe. If you have any questions, hit me up, and catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, guys.